Hey there everyone, I'm Nora, like you know, and today we're going to have a tour of my mom's garden. So because we don't have a backyard, we have nowhere to put our plants, and my mom these days, she loves planting, so we have to, there's an area over here where she made a garden, practically a garden. So okay, here's a little tour. So this is supposed to be a beautiful flower tree, and I have no idea what happened to it. I think it became like this during the winter. But of course, zoom in. There's some sprouts over here. Okay. Since now it's spring, there's some sprouts over here, which means it's coming back to life. That's really good. Okay, next plant. I think this is an orange tree. Before that, it was like this. But then it grew leaves, and look, it has little flower buds now. I like little stars. I know these are small flower buds, but I'm pretty sure they'll grow bigger as time passes. And this is our blueberry tree. When we first got it, it was like sticks. But now, after we planted it, it looks really good. So, in case you're wondering, it actually does grow blueberries, but they're all green and sour, so I don't really like that. Anyway, these are the blueberry flowers, in case you've never seen any before. Look, actually, if we want it to become blueberries, we have to pollinate it. So what we have to do basically is we have to take a cotton swab, poke it around in the flower, and then switch to another few flowers and poke it around there. And then the flowers will shed like this, and then it will grow blueberries. Like this part will swell up. See the small part here? And it'll become a blueberry. But we're in a neighborhood, so a lot of kids will come here picking our blueberries. So we didn't really want to pollinate it this year. Okay, anyway, now for this plant. So this is a type of flower in China called a la mei hua. I have no idea how to speak in English. So it's a type of flower that blooms during the winter. So you can see there are no flowers here, but because it's spring and there's a lot of leaves, looks really healthy. Nice and green. And when it comes to winter, all the leaves will fall off and the flowers will bloom. It's like little yellow flowers. Okay, on to the next plant. These are supposed to be flower bushes. Of course, my mom loves flowers. So you can see it's growing really well. It's a type of rose. There's some thorns here. And now, for a period of time, it was looking awful. But now, coming back to life, like everything else. Oh look, we even got a little flower bud over here. Probably bloom later. Okay, now for the rest of this. So this plant is something called a 蓝雪花 in Chinese, which means blue snowflake. So the flowers are blue, like the name, and it's shaped kind of like snowflakes. I mean, not really, but yeah, that's what it's named after. And for a period of time, my mom loved these flowers, and they were blooming really well. So she bought a lot of them. These are, and well, we'll wait for them to bloom. And this, at last, is a lily plant. So you can see the lilies are growing really well. It was little sprouts before, but now they're beautiful flowers. Some have already bloomed before. It looks amazing, but some are still growing. Okay? And of course, our garden is not only about flowers and plants. There are also some edible veggies. Okay, so you see here, these are garlics. It's growing really well. And we can pick some of these to add in our soup to give it a little dash of green. This is a type of plant called 菊花叶. You can see this is the English name here. And it's really, really good. So these are leaves. They might not look edible or something, but you can use them for soup. You can add them with eggs, and it will be delicious. And there are a lot of health benefits. For example, they can clear away the heat, so it's really good during the summer. And also, it can make our eyes brighter, and so we can see more clearly. So now, we're going to pick some, and we'll take it back home to eat. Okay, so we have our gloves, we have our baskets, so now let's start picking. So these are the leaves we talked about. So the point is we have to get the fresh leaves, the smaller leaves on the top. It'll be really easy to chew. So look, here's what we got all from these little plants. You see, this looks like a lot, but actually when we cook it, it's not really that much. Should find even more. There's some more here.
拿出来。
It's going to grow old if we just leave it like this. So let's start picking. So this is the result, and this is what we got. Okay, now ready to cook it? Okay, so we are back home at the kitchen, and let's start cooking. But first, we have to clean it. So the trick is you have to get rid of all the stems, hard stems, because they'll be too difficult to chew. And we'll get rid of the dirt, because it's freshly picked, and there's a lot of dirt. So now we're ready. And now let's pour it in here. Empty everything inside. And it's time to wash it. Okay, so now that we've washed it, you can see that these are a lot of leaves. And you could probably make 1 or 2 bowls of soup. At most. Okay, so now let's start preparing our eggs. Okay. And let's get our bowl. Sick. Wash a few eggs. Do you think 2 is enough, Mom?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so now we're done whisking the eggs. Ta-da. Now, it's time to cook. Adding the pan before I heat it. Oh, got it. That was easy.
倒吧。
Okay.
够了，可以了。
Is that a bit too much?
可以了，没事，把这油。
Yeah, English. Yeah. I'm scared. 开水。
你先倒点盐吗？一点点就够。
So now we're done cooking. Now let's lay the lid. Okay, so this is what we've got, and now it's time to try it. Oh, that's really good. Highly recommend. That's really good. And you can also try the recipe out for yourself. But if you want the soup to look greener, like this, you can try not to stir it too much when putting the eggs. Because now it's looking kind of murky, but tastes really good. So anyway, I guess that's all for today. See ya!